Tickets were available for this one. 3,000 seats sold, and people have been lined up for a long time to come into this one. It's the Bearcats of York and the Hazleton area Cougars. This is the Eastern semifinals in boys Quad A. And welcome to Reading, Pennsylvania, the Geigel Complex here in the campus of Reading High School. This place seats about 3,200. 3,000 tickets went on sale. They were gobbled up in a hurry. 2,000 of them purchased by the Hazleton following for the Hazleton area Cougars. The other 1,000 purchased in a hurry by the York fans. Well, hi everybody, I'm Roger Snyder, and we welcome you here to Reading for this Eastern semifinal in boys Quad A. This should be a very interesting matchup between two teams with very contrasting types of play. The Hazleton area Cougars like to control the tempo. The York Bearcats, they'll come at you all over the floor. They like to go up tempo. They like to go full court press. Neil Bennett works alongside, and we should have an interesting game here today, Neil, not knowing how this one is going to come out. We've been talking with people in terms of media. No one even has a good guess as to how it's going to go.
Well, that's the amazing thing about this. Both teams have tremendous amount of respect among the people that follow them as fans and also among the media. Usually you can get a line. For example, when we were talking about Kobe Bryant the other night, people knew he was going to get 35 points. They don't know with this York Bearcat club whether somebody's going to come out and get 35 or they're going to have 5 guys hit for 60 points and play a defensive ball game. It's that kind of thing. They'll come at you from everywhere they can. They have a man in the middle, 6'6", 280 pounds. His nickname is Big House. But they say he's not an offensive player. He's a defensive force and dishes the ball off well. So it's a good mix. Both teams like to press. Both teams handle the ball well. Both teams don't make mistakes. If there's one thing that York may be susceptible for is some people think they have a tendency to rely too much on their hot shooters and let the other team get some threes now and then. If that happens against Hazleton area, York could have a long afternoon. They like to defend the key and on the outside give the other team that low percentage outside shot. With Hazleton area, it really isn't a low percentage shot. And if you follow anybody on the Hazleton team, particularly any of the guards, you're going to be in trouble like Lower Merion found out the other night. So it's an interesting contrast, and that's no hype. That's the truth. At this level, you have two great teams going against each other, and it may be a question of conditioning. It may be a question of a lucky break somewhere along the line.
Hazleton area comes in 26-2. York comes in 20-7. But wait, something that most people don't know. York actually 24-3 on the season. 4 of their losses were because partway through the season, they brought a player onto the team from York Votech. Nobody really knew that much about him. They brought him on. He played literally less than 4 minutes of basketball, but because he was in 4 of those games, York forfeited 4 ball games, and their record shows 20-7. This should be an interesting matchup here this afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Scholastic Sports Showcase about to come your way. It's the Cougars of Hazleton area and the Bearcats of York William Penn.
Who Cares Tuesday at Ferdinand's Family Restaurant.
Geographic. Rainforests, dark.
Congratulate the Hazleton area Cougar basketball teams on an outstanding basketball season. Ferdinand's 15th Street in Hazleton. Musselman Jewelers, the Laurel Mall, Hazleton. By Valley Pharmacy, Valley Plaza, Cunningham. By Alterations by Marianne, 918 North James Street in Hazleton. By Pecora Dairy. By Penn State Hazleton Campus. For more information, call 1-800-809-0836. By Standard Drug, 322 South Hancock Street, McAdoo. by Bill Gray and Sons Furniture World, front on South Street, Berwick. And by White Owl Manor, White Owl Drive off Route 54 in Mahanoy City. Those people send along congratulations to the Hazleton area basketball teams. We will be back with some pregame thoughts, the lineups, and the tip-off right after this. Is imminent. Here is the way the teams will take to the hardwoods. Bones, Mayo, Williams, DeShields, and Bones. Bones and Bones, by the way, are cousins. Yes, they spell it differently. For Hazleton area, the 5 that have gone all season, Live, Makarevich, Kunit, Pringy, and Botten. As we give you a look at both huddles, Keenan Preston, somewhere in the midst of all that in the Bearcat huddle. Hazleton area head coach Bruce Live comes in a record of 27-2. As you get a look at Keenan Preston, his record coming in here 20-7, but we explained to you during the course of earlier pregame comments that it's actually, or was actually, a 24-3, and then the 4 forfeits that were taken away from them because they used an ineligible player from York Votech who made no difference. Joe Lindsay, William Koshner, and William Quirk, the officials, and Hazleton area controls the tip. The word that we have says this York team will press you man-to-man, in your face, all over the court. Here's Kunit, opens the scoring. Good entry pass, good finish by the 6'6 senior headed to Lafayette College.
Kunit is being guarded by 42. Devin Williams, 6'6", 280 pounds. He's a dish-off kind of center. They don't go to him for points, but he's a lot for Kunit to handle on defense.
Here's the man they call the Big House on the low post, and now launches for 3 and missing. Darren Bones, and the rebound, Terry Pringy has the pass picked by Darren Bones. Tries to work it ahead, close to the walk, nothing there though. And now the follow-up, and the foul is going to be called. Brian Kunit will pick up the personal. And York showed you that they came to play on the boards as you get another look at it.
24 is Marcus DeShields, 30 Steve Mayo. These gentlemen are 2 of what is called the triumvirate of Steve Mayo, Darren Bones, and Marcus DeShields.
Steve Mayo, senior, 6 feet tall, drops the first one in. Mayo shooting just under 60% from the free throw line. The Geigel complex here holds 3,200 people. 3,000 seats were sold. Cotton almost a rebound. From outside for 3 and Marcus DeShields. His 40th three-pointer on the season.
And here comes the press already.
Makarevich run him alone. He'll take that one, although this time it doesn't go. And Devin Big House Williams up there with the rebound for the Bearcats. Bearcats colors resembling very much the Danville Ironmen. And Darren Bones nails down the 3. His 27th three-pointer on the season. And it's 7-2 York. We have seen the Hazleton area Cougars go in spurts. You might expect that same thing of the Bearcats.
They say they're very streaky either way. They can get cold as ice or they can get hot as shit.
We have a whistle. Who's it going to go on?
There's Big House coming down with the ball. 42, Williams.
That was on his if you want to put somebody on the line, it may as well be Devin Williams. His free throw shooting percentage, less than 35%.
Averaging 8 points during the regular season. He's up to 8.5 in the playoffs.
He got that one. And again, the full court in-your-face press. There's the Springy. Pull-up is fouled from behind. Steve Mayo will pick up the personal.
That'll be his first, and the first on William Penn of York. See him coming to the basket. Springy is hit from behind.
Terry Springy averaging 14.75 a game. We'll have a second. Cougars trail by 1 at 8-7. And for a game in which the name of the game was, at least from what people thought, control the tempo, we have the makings of a high-point game.
Well, Hazleton area can play with them either way they want to go. William Penn likes to pick up the tempo, as you say, but here's a shot from the outside that slows them down.
Rob Makarevich, you can't leave him that open. He's deadly. And the Cougars with a 1-point lead at 9-8.
A minute and 20 seconds went from 5 down rather, to 1 ahead.
Inside is Mayo. Springy drops it in the corner. Makarevich doesn't go. Rebound live off the board. Fouled.
Goes against Williams. Big House picks up his first. 2 on York.
I wonder how well you have to know him to call him Big House.
I think I'd ask him first.
Yeah, we have your permission. Ryan Live.
You see him asking his parents for the car?
Yeah. You want me in by what time? The Cougars with the lead again at 11-10. They told us this kid can really play. Marcus DeShields got his second three-pointer of the game, and now it's the Bearcats by 2 at 13-11. Springy sets the offense. Springy, jump shot off the front of the rim, live the rebound. Live the rebound. Saved by Makarevich. Underneath the Tunic, and the foul by Kevin Harris.
Kevin Harris, a 5'11 senior, one of the first men off the bench for Coach Keenan Preston. As his sixth man, he's in there now picking up the personal. 3 on York in the first quarter.
Keenan Preston retiring after this season. So each game that he plays as his team play at this point is a plus and a bonus as far as he is concerned. And the push out front by Marcus DeShields. He said, shucks, they let us play like that down home.
Well, I let them play like that over in Bethlehem last night in that Nanticoke game, as it was over in 63 minutes. Very few fouls called. Clean game up and down all the way.
Game 2 of 3 here coming your way Monday night. Yet to follow the Hazleton area Allentown Central Catholic girls. Terry Springy just nails a 3. And it's Springy with 5 in the ball game. Under 3 minutes to play. see the time. The Shields doesn't drop. Here's Bones on the baseline. It doesn't go. Patton the rebound for the Cougars. Makarevich thought about the three. You got to cover him or he'll take that on you. Winner here, of course, will get the winner of the Williamsport Hepburn-Horseman matchup. There's Kunick on the baseline. Doesn't go. Patton the rebound. Gives it to Live. He drives. And this foul. They pointed at the big house. Kevin Williams, 6'6", 280. They said, this guy takes up a lot of room inside. You can watch, you be the official.
Play underneath. Getting rough on the contact. Williams is still talking to the official. I had my hands up. I had my hands up. Yeah. That wasn't where the contact was. Cougars now with their biggest lead of the game. 2 points.
Mayo to get a break along with Williams into the lineup. William Wright. Live now 4 of 4 from the line. He has 7 points in the ballgame. And the Cougars have a 3-point lead. The three, short, Tringy the rebound, Darren Bones the miss from three-point land. This place is now filled to capacity. Standing room only around all of the aisle. Kunick spins, foul. Who's got him? I believe it's Bernard Walker, 6'6" senior, in off of the bench. And that is the way the officials saw it as well. And to the line will go Kunick. One thing, Neil Bennett, we talked about both on the air and privately, the Cougars are not a team you want to see on the line very often.
Oh, that's the 6th foul in the quarter against York. So the next one, Hazleton area, will be in a 1-and-1 for the rest of the half.
And basically, they are all good free throw shooters. Hazleton area up 5 at 18-13. This is Kevin Harris out front. Shields. They look at the low post. They put it up. Does Kunick draw the foul? I do believe that can be a factor, as Kunick draws his second personal foul here in the first quarter.
Wright, the substitute for Williams at center, makes the turn for the basket, and the contact is made. Wright averages only 2.5 points a game during the regular season and has no average for points in the club's playoff games.
William Wright, a 6'6" junior. Makes 1 of 2. He averages 45% on the season. And again, it's full court press time. Stringy, he'll run the floor off the board. Doesn't go. Who's got it up there? Kunick with the steal. Here's Stringy, reverse layup. As it blocks, Muir will kick it back out. District 1 officials will let you play. And Wright Live now has 9 points here in the first quarter. 21-14, Hazleton area leads by 7. Thanks for tuning us in here, Game 2, Monday night. And a block called on Terry Stringy. One more to come your way here as part of our Tape Delay telecast Monday night package. The Hazleton area girls and Allentown Central Catholic. That game, if you hear some new voices and see some new faces, is courtesy of Service Electric Super 2 in the Lehigh Valley. PCTN showing them to you under television rights granted by the PIAA so that you can see it here throughout the greater Hazleton and northeastern Pennsylvania area. Under 1 minute. From the corner. Hazleton play. Back into the lineup will come Steve Mayo.
15-point turnaround right here in the first quarter. Hazleton area down by 5, now lead by 10.
What did we say about tempo? 24 points in a quarter. What does that come out to?
96 a game, but
It doesn't come out to 38.
It's a lot higher than what we've seen.
The shot clock here does not include tenths of a second. So you will guess that portion of the game along with us. There's Ryan Live, drops it off. Punick is going to be fouled by Bernard Walker, who picks up his second, and Punick will go to the line for a pair. He is 2 of 2 from there. Good drop off by Live, and you see the contact. That is called belly up.
2 shots coming up for Brian Punick.
56.8% free throw shooter coming into today's game. Here with the pair, first one good. Fields getting a break. Doesn't go up there to clear Bernard Walker, and Bones finds that Makarevich is quick coming from behind. 1 second left. Can they get the shot off? Into the lineup. Leesman, he's going to come in for Ryan Live, and watch for him to try to pick off the inbound or get a hand in someone's face. Close, 1 quarter done, 25-14. We'll be back. Hazleton area with the lead.
Free food. That's right. You won't believe all the free food.
And the man that has been breaking the press, he's been inbounding the ball. They've been giving it right back to him. And to boot, here in the first quarter, he has 8. Ryan Live has 9 for the Cougars, who will play defense as we start quarter number 2.
Cougars shot 9 for 10 from the free throw line in that first quarter.
Jason Ewer with the stuff of the Steve Mayo shot. We hope you enjoyed the Nanticoke Pottstown game earlier. What a job by Howard Brown, huh? You see a ball player or what? A lot of people say they'd really like to see him go one-on-one with Kobe Bryant, who you saw earlier here on PCTN. Here's Punick in a lot of traffic. Who wants the ball? Finally, it's picked up by Bernard Walker and then picked off by Live Makarevich. The baseline shot. Ewer the rebound. Makarevich says, I'll go again. Partially blocked by Bernard Walker. Bones taken away by Live. Clear lane to the basket, off the board, good. Folks, I want to tell you, as the PCTN team stayed over in the Lehigh Valley last night following the Nanticoke game and then coming out here on Saturday afternoon, we were told that you will not see 4 quicker guards anywhere in the state on the floor at one time. And right now, Neil Bennett, I think Hazleton area, the Cougars, have something to say about that.
Well, they got 3 of the quickest out there right now, and where's the 4th?
Bringing Makarevich in Live.
4th one might be playing someplace else. Here's that last basket by Ryan Live. Just textbook right off the glass. Defense for the Cougars right now, 1 point in the last 5 minutes and 36 seconds.
Terry Pringy spelled on the court by Danny Gleesman.
Hazleton brought the D down with them.
You get a look at the turnovers. Battle up there, Makarevich. York with 5, Hazleton area with 1. And it's supposed to be the pressure defense of York. Makes a difference. Gleesman almost came back and got it, and there that time we saw just how quick York really can be given the situation. They force back-to-back turnovers.
That's their first field goal since the 4:21 mark of the first quarter.
This time, it is Punick who has drawn the foul. Is that going to go against the Shields? It is. Marcus DeShields picks up his second personal foul. DeShields averages 19 points a game here in the playoffs, 16.5 in the regular season, and he is a big factor for the Bearcats. That's his second personal foul. On the line will go Brian Kunitz, with the Cougars now in the bonus.
Sam Sutton, a 6'3 sophomore, checks in for York.
The Shields will have to take a seat temporarily alongside Keenan Preston. Kicked out of bounds by Hazleton area.
It's only the second miss from the free throw line by the Cougars this afternoon.
This one 27-16. Coming up during the half, we invite you to stay with us. A special talk with the Executive Director of the American Cancer Society, Mike Woods. Canio Costanzo had an opportunity to talk with him earlier on. I want you to stay with us for that. The three by Makarevich is off the mark, and Steve Mayo will run the floor off the board. 7 points for Steve Mayo, 27-18.
Mayo is 6-foot senior.
The steal off the inbound, and it goes. Darren Bones picks up point number 5, and it's 27-20. Another turnover. This time Ryan Live will pick up the personal foul.
Well, we saw the defense for York hit right there 3 times in a row. Mayo hit for 2 buckets off it. And it went from 11 points down to 7 just like that. Here you're going to see the action coming into the basket and the rimmer.
Kevin Harris shot too long and too hard, and Terry Cringley finally says, let me take control here. One of the keys for Hazleton area here might be to make sure that the clock keeps running. Here's Live for 3. This one is short. Kunitz. Off the missed Live shot. Puts it back. 7 points. Brian Kunitz. And again, a 9-point lead for the Cougars of Hazleton area. Again, the winner here advances to play the winner of Hatboro-Horsham at Williamsport. Devin Williams tried to go to the hole that time, and Hazleton area with a rebound.
Devin Williams back in at center for York with 2 personals.
Terry Cringley is just so smooth. He now has 10 points in the ball game for the Cougars. Live has 11.
Well, the key to that is finding the open man and working that ball so well around.
Look at that big house underneath, but it doesn't go, and it's off Cringley's fingertips. We were told Devin Williams doesn't get a lot of points. 8 points in the regular season. He's got 8.5 per game here in the in the playoff season. But he just takes up so much room in there. That was blocked from behind. That's why that didn't go. Good.
That was Potton that did the blocking.
Sutton. And Jason Potton will pick up the personal foul. Watch the big guy go to work inside.
He's going to set his position underneath. He found the man. You see the contact there on the arms. And then he swerves to his left, loses the ball a little bit, and has the contact made. Foul was on Jason Potton.
His third. Jason Muir into the lineup. And Potton will have to sit. One of 3 from the line for the big guy, Devin Williams. Leesman still in the lineup. As you look at the rebounds, Hazleton area 17-12, winning that war. And it has been a war when you have to go against the likes of 280-pound, 6'6", 6'7" Williams. Here's Kunitz on the baseline turnaround, and Punic has 9.
Again, that excellent ball movement set up that play as Punic had no one within 10 feet of him.
Jump shot, no good. Great inside position as Brian Punic did the job that time on Devin Williams to get the inside position and the rebound. It's Hazleton area by 13, 33-20. Both of these teams are teams that can go in streaks, so don't count either of them in it or out of it at any time until we show all zeros at the end of the fourth quarter.
Hazleton area now being very deliberate with a 13-point lead and 2:10 to go in the half.
Leisman steps up, he's all alone, it doesn't go. Rebound underneath, taken by Shavar Reynolds. Line up, ahead it goes, partially blocked by Ewer, and it goes out of bounds off Darren Bones. Hazleton area basketball.
Ryan Lloyd back in for the Cougars. There you see the long lead pass to 13, Darren Bones. That's Bones with an A. His cousin Bones with a normal spelling. No way.
Terry Kringy gets the breather, so Ryan Lloyd does the duties to bring the ball to the front court. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the first half of action. Again, a reminder to you, stay with us during the halftime special interview coming your way.
Any foul right now by York will be a 1-and-1, and they don't want to give Hazleton, who's 9 for 11 from the free throw line, any chance at all that way.
Both teams in the bonus here. Makarevich. Hazleton area is simply going to shorten this ball game.
Well, I'd rather put some of the players for York on the foul line than any of the players for Hazleton area.
You remember when Dean Smith coached teams used to do this type of thing? We have a foul call. Now let's see if we can sort this one out for you. We're looking. The officials are talking. Keenan Preston looking on says, come on, what is going on here? Aha, what we have. I picked up the official signal that he gave to the York bench, and it was for baiting and talking, and we have a foul called, and now an explanation going to the scorer's table. Let's see what happens here. We'll see exactly how they officially call it. There has been nothing put up on the board as of yet.
It's on a player on the floor. It has to be a personal foul as well as a technical. And the official did point.
Personal foul on Jason Ewer. And I think what we had was pretty much of a warning that was sent to the bench. Now we have a technical foul coming because here we have Sam Sutton on the line. He was fouled by Jason Ewer. This will be the front end of a 1-and-1. And then we'll see how this is administered. But my guess is it comes back to the Hazleton end of the floor, and Hazleton area will have an opportunity with the technical. That's what's happening. Now let's see if they put up who this technical foul was on.
Technical foul is on number 14, Sam Sutton, who just shot the two the other way.
And Ryan Live drops in the first. Keep in mind, Hazleton area will get the basketball back. Wouldn't it be nice if you could get grades that automatically?
Don't forget also there was a technical against Lower Merion in the third quarter of the game the other night that eventually helped send that one to overtime.
Live got poked in the eye on the inbound. Leisman to Shields, picks up the personal foul out front. Let's see if the official saw it the way I did. He did. Marcus DeShields picks up his third personal foul. And my guess would be that he will go to the bench with 1 minute and 2 left. That is the case. And into the lineup, Shavar Reynolds, the 5'11 senior, to replace him. What's the difference, you say? Well, DeShields in the playoffs has been getting 19 points a game, and Reynolds has been getting less than 1. Mueller, the putback doesn't go. Makarevich clears, and with less than 1 minute to go, see if the Cougars will shorten the game. Well, they've shortened it by 15 seconds. Will they look for the last shot? My guess is yes.
That's a good guess when the man's standing there with the ball. The officials...
We start out with the situation. Phil Jackson.
On 30.
Steve Mayo picks up his second personal foul. And guess who's going to the line? The wrong man.
Wrong man.
If you're York.
If you're from south of Reading, it's the wrong man. Ryan Live actually raised his free throw shooting the other night against Lower Merion. He's now 91.2 for the year and better.
He has 14. And he is 7 for 7 here this afternoon. My guess is that Keenan Preston will remind his team the wrong guy.
Well, don't go looking for a right man to foul on that side for Hazleton area.
20 seconds left.
And I think at this point, York is saying, we're in trouble. Let's run it down and hope to get something.
37-22, 15 points down. York William Penn. Clock winding down. They're not going to get a shot off. The Hazleton Cougars bring 2,000 fans to their feet in wild applause as they head to the locker room with a 37-22 lead at the 1/2 break. We'll be back. Special interview coming up.
The Relay for Life is fast approaching, and I know it's an exciting time for you and your co-workers at the American Cancer Society.
It sure is. It's a really exciting event. We're really excited about it, and we're expecting the community to get behind this. It's a very unusual event. It's a 24-hour event. Teams of 8 to 12 people participate. It will happen at Harmon Geist Stadium on May 19th and 20th from 7 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock the next night. The team stays there for the whole 24-hour period of time, and somebody from the team is on the track during that period, so it works as a kind of relay. We're asking each team to raise about $1,000 for the American Cancer Society. It's going to a great cause to help people locally, and we have about 25 teams so far, and we're asking people to give us a call and get involved.
Mm-hmm. Mike, can you tell us a little bit about if there is a couple people who are interested in the Relay for Life, who can they contact in the Hazleton area?
In the Hazleton area, all you need to do is call our Hazleton office at 459-1212. But there are 13 events going on throughout northeastern Pennsylvania, so I'd encourage people to call your own local American Cancer Society unit to get a team involved.
Mm-hmm. And Mike, can you tell us how long has the Relay for Life been going on across the United States?
Well, it started in Tacoma, Washington in 1985, and one man did it by himself for a 24-hour period of time, raised $27,000, and since then it has become the National American Cancer Society signature event. Hundreds of events throughout the country will happen that same weekend, and upwards of 30 or more events in the state of Pennsylvania. So it's a very exciting time, and it's a unique event. You know, you're there for a 24-hour period, you're camping out with 10 of hopefully your best friends, and you're raising money for a good cause. But there's a party going on the whole time throughout the weekend. Volleyball, food, games, all kinds of fun things for everyone in the family.
And certainly two very good parts about the Relay for Life. A, the money is staying in the area, and B, it's certainly a very good cause.
We think so. I mean, we're able to help hundreds and hundreds of patients who are dealing with cancer, provide lots of good educational information for people on how to prevent cancer from happening in their lives. And we also contribute some money to a national research pool to help fund good cancer research.
And if you'd like more information on the Relay for Life, contact your local branch of the American Cancer Society.
Hello, I'm Dr. David Noggle. People need to recognize the importance of eye care. I recommend yearly checkups for my patients to prevent eye problems and to monitor prescription changes in glasses and contacts. My practice is family-oriented because I believe eye care is important at every age. It's a great feeling watching a child walk out of here seeing clearly for the first time. To me, that's what eye care is about.
See Dr. David Noggle, located in Boscov's at the Laurel Mall. Dr. David Noggle for quality family eye care.
Free food. That's right. You won't believe all the free food you get at Jabato's Family Restaurant in Hazleton. You get free ice cream or sherbet with the purchase of any dinner. And every Sunday, kids can enjoy free teddy bear pancakes. Come in for a bottomless cup of coffee. There's breakfast specials Monday through Friday for only $1.99. That's almost free. Or for just a little bit more, get a lunch special with fries for only $2.95. Bring your family for a Jabato's dinner special starting at just $4.95. Jabato's Family Restaurant, Hazleton.
It's hard to imagine hope in scenes like these. And yet, in the poorest countries throughout the world, hope somehow survives in the hearts of little children. You can see it in the wonderful pictures they draw. Making that hope a reality is what Child Reach sponsorship is all about. Clean water, schools, food, medicine, the basic tools for a better life, created in partnership with families and communities overseas who are determined to help themselves. If you'd like to find out how you can help make a needy child's hopes and dreams come alive, call Child Reach at 1-800-289-5900. Child Reach sponsorship. It works.
From Disney MGM Studios comes World Championship Wrestling. Are you ready? High flying, match stopping, mega slamming action with international superstars, nasty cards, world champions, and the best competition on the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah, Macho Man, Randy Savage, and I want you to watch WCW Worldwide Wrestling on PCTN and Saturday at noon and Tuesday night at 7. Oh, yeah!
Maybe that's a new style of wave. Everybody kind of falls to the left. That's the Pack, by the way. A very faithful and energetic bunch of young people from Hazleton Area High School who enjoy these as much as we do. Neil Bennett, the stats.
Okay, let's take a look right there. There's a little bit of a surprise right off the top. York is the club that's supposed to hit those three-pointers. They're only at 30%, 50% for Hazleton Area. Field goal percentage, two-pointers, 24% is way low, 35% not too bad right there. Hazleton Area doing the job at the free throw line, 81% to 56% for York. Rebounds, Hazleton Area by 6. Turnovers, York has one more than the Cougars. A great first half for Hazleton Area basketball.
We'll be back with the start of the third quarter right after this 37-22 Hazleton Area.
Who Cares Tuesday at Ferdinand's Family Restaurant, West 15th Street in Hazleton. Every Tuesday night from 3 to 9 p.m. or later, Who Cares? Ferdinand's offers tempting Tuesday Who Cares night with a variety of specials. Have steak, seafood, chicken, whatever you want. Who cares? Take your pick of 10 delicious entrees. You get soup or salad, choice of potato or vegetable, and dessert for just $7.95. Who Cares Tuesday night only at Ferdinand's Family Restaurant, 1000 West 15th Street, Hazleton. Because nobody cares what you eat. Relax, enjoy, but don't you dare care.
When you care enough to serve the very best, choose Pecora Dairy products. Produced right on the Pecora farm, Pecora's Dairy offers a full line of first-quality dairy products. Pecora's Dairy farms 500 acres in the Cunningham Valley to custom grow the feed for their 400 dairy cows. They produce the milk right on the farm to ensure you get only the freshest product. Pecora Dairy products are available at the Pecora Dairy Store just off Route 93 in Drums or at many fine stores throughout the Hazleton area. Baby Top Milk. It's so good.
These businesses wish to congratulate the Hazleton area Cougar basketball teams on an outstanding basketball season. Ferdinand's Restaurant, 15th Street in Hazleton. Musselman's Jewelers, the Laurel Mall, Hazleton. By Valley Pharmacy, Route 93, Valley Plaza, Cunningham. By Alterations by Marianne, 918 North James Street in Hazleton. By Pecora Dairy, ask for us at your favorite store. By the Hazleton campus of Penn State University, who captured the CCAC crown and the championship. Congratulations. For more information on Hazleton Penn State, give them a call, 800-809-0836. By Standard Drug, 322 South Hancock Street in McAdoo. By Bill Gray and Son Furniture World, front of South Street in Berwick. And by the White Owl Manor off Route 54 in Mahanoy City, 773-1440. Congratulations, Cougars. When this season, the preseason or postseason, I guess I want to say, began, a lot of people thought that perhaps it would be Lower Merion coming out of the bottom half of the bracket, Chester coming out of the top half of the bracket. Hazleton area took care of Lower Merion. Williamsport took care of Chester. And there is a possibility, as we speak, of a Hazleton area Williamsport matchup. The Shields, it's short. Rebound up there, Darren Bones. And he lays it in. What a shot by Darren Bones. He has 7 points in the ball game. Kunick in the front court. Set up the big man. Steve Makarevich in the corner. Doesn't go, but Kunick with the rebound says, we got time. We got 15-point lead. Set it up.
This may be the whole secret for the Hazleton area, what they show here in the first couple minutes. If they're going to want to slow it down a little bit, work their game control.
Springy drops it off to York.
Second turnover by the Cougars. They lost the opening pass of the half, and York turned it into a basket. Now the second turnover.
York made it here by beating Marple Newtown, then Coatesville right here in this gym. Hazleton area's basketball is out of bounds right in front.
Good play by Kunick as he batted that away, and then York was unable to recapture it after it touched one of their players.
Cotton will replace Jason Ewer. Cotton has 3 fouls as he enters the game here at the 6:50 mark of period number 3. Springy ahead to Makarevich. He thought about the 3, and guess what that is? That's the discipline that comes from the coaching staff that says, we want to make sure that we take some time off the clock. Meanwhile, Ryan Live drives the paint, goes off the glass, and has 17 points for his efforts of Hazleton's 39. And the lead once again is 15.
The original starting 5's in there for both clubs now here in the third quarter.
Foul out front. Rob Makarevich picks up the personal foul. While we have just a moment, let me tell you the way the individual scoring went in the first period. It's interesting. For York, William Penn, Devin Williams had 1, William Wright had 1, Sam Sutton had 2. Then it was Darren Bones with 5, Marcus DeShields with 6, and Steve Mayo leading the Bearcats with 7. On the Hazleton area side, very interesting, Rob Makarevich had 2, and then 3 guys picked up the bulk of the scoring. Kunick with 9, Kringy with 10, and Live with 15. And big Devin Williams just couldn't buy a basket.
Well, you see what happened. Williams got his hands on the ball, then he wasn't able to adjust to the angle to get the ball in the net. Cougars come up with another rebound.
And here come the Bearcats. Blocking foul is going to go against Jason Cotton. That's going to be his 4th personal foul. And Jason Cotton will find himself being replaced by Jason Ewer. Cotton is a very tough kid, as you get another look at it here. A very tough kid, gives you his heart and soul on the basketball floor, but has a tendency to pick up personal fouls.
Inbound pass was stolen by Makaravich, and then he lost it back to York.
We believe this is a District 1 officiating crew in here. To the basket, uncontested Darren Bones, who has 4 points. The only 4 points for York here in the second half. Lead has been reduced to 13 from the halftime lead of 15. 39-26.
Well, the Buffalo get it back, and I don't know anyone who doesn't like to play basket for basket with a 15-point difference.
I'll take that anytime.
Hazleton area spreading out the floor. York has to go man-to-man all the way around, and they have a problem catching up with the basketball. They can't swarm with this kind of spread.
They take a look to Ewer just about every time. He matches up against Ryan Wide with an acrobatic shot, throws it in. He'll have an opportunity for the 3-point play. That was quite a shot. Watch this.
Watch Lives move here. The athleticism here, right here, as he's at the top of the key, gets hit by number 30, Mayo, his 3rd.
Wide is 9 for 9 from the stripe. He has 20 points in the ball game thus far. In the paint, Mayo doesn't go. The house tips it up. It doesn't go. Ewer clears it. And Ewer draws a crowd. Now it's a 4-on-2 break. Here's Kringy to the hole. Fouled.
And that was a hard foul at the other end on York.
I believe it's Darren Bones who picks up the personal. That is correct. That is only the first personal foul on Darren Bones.
Bones with the foul. The basket was not good. With 4:11 to go, we have Terry Kringy at the line.
Kringy 2 of 2 from the line there. You see 10 points in the ball game for the 6'2 junior.
He took a real hit on that foul.
Kringy is a warrior. Keenan Preston has to be concerned at the way things are going for his Bearcats. In his final season as the head coach of York, retiring after the team loses. Kevin Harris comes back and drops it in.
If there's one thing Big House Williams is good at, it's clearing out for the baseline drive. They've worked it 3 times here in this quarter. He gets everybody out of the way.
Live. You know, one of the things you got to do if you're going to be successful is take the shot when you're open. And he has done that. Blocked by Kringy. The house is fouled from behind by Jason Ewer. And I think if you took another look at this, I think the official got fooled here, and I think he was actually fouled by his own man. Here's the block by Kringy. And look,
Big
who
House.
got him? Yes. His own man got him. I thought so.
Well, so far it hasn't hurt. The first one is missed. But what they might have ruled, he might have got hit from the back, and from that angle, you just can't see behind him.
No, you can't. Well, it made no difference. Punick with the rebound. Terry Kringy says, how come all these guys always come after me? Doesn't matter. Coast to coast, Kringy in the corner, Makaravich. A 20-point lead for the Cougars. by Jason Ewer. Ewer's first personal foul.
You know, you really got to wonder. I know coaches like to save timeouts for the last part of a game, particularly a tournament game. But when you have your opposition run up a 20-point lead and seem to be doing things at will, I wonder why York hasn't at least taken one to try to get back in the action here. Big House at the line. Missed his last two just a moment ago.
We mean no disrespect when we say that about Devin Williams. That is what he is affectionately known as in the York area.
And I'll tell you, he's a very good player at what he does. He does not score much, but he gets the ball to the open man. He takes up room on defense. He clears the lane for drives. He's a very effective basketball player. Don't let his average fool you.
And he's staring right into the pack. And Live goes up and clears the rebound for the Cougars, and now the foul is going to be called on DeShields, his fourth personal foul. DeShields can't believe it. He said, I was elbowed. They're going to change it to Shields. Did the blocking. I thought they had him for his fourth, and what they say is that it was Kevin Harris, so DeShields maybe talked his way out of one. It could have been DeShields. And they call Cringy for the walk. What that did was take the decision out of the officials' hands, and it was either going to be blocking or charging, offensive or a blocking foul, and instead it went as the walk.
There's a cut right now on the face of Terry Cringy, and he's going over the bench area. It's on the left side. It looks to be above the eye, the first look I had at it.
Magic will fix him up. Get another look. Cringy.
Here's where he got it. Off the elbow on the walk.
Cringy is out for just a little bit while he is ministered to. Anybody can fix somebody back up. It's Magic. DeShields. That one's short off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Foul is going to be called Jason Ewer.
The two-shot foul. Joel Ewer replaces his brother Jason.
The Twins. They say 4 personal fouls on Jason Ewer. I'm wondering where they came from. I did not have them on my scorebook, on my notes.
I had him for 3, but first one is good by Marcus DeShields.
This has not been an easy game for DeShields. Cross court, Makarevich, the near steal. They said these were the 4 quickest guards in the state, and they mean that not individually, but collectively as the 4. Right now,
one of those slow guards from Hazleton area got another pick.
Yes. There's the takeaway. Something to the hole. It doesn't go to Shields. Was he over the back? The official was going to call it. Then didn't, and says ball out of bounds. He thought about it. The fist started to close, indicating foul, and then the open hand went up. Right there was the area of contention. It all worked out. Joel Ewer comes down with it. This time they've got the shield. This time it's 4 personal fouls.
And I've got 4 for the quarter. We've got a York timeout.
And we're going to be back. 48-29, Cougars.
It's unbelievable. What is, Diane? You won't believe it. World, Route 11 in Berwick. Would you believe you can get anything you want for your home, and the prices and selections are second to none? They have been in business for over 40 years with quality furniture and the most unique accessories in 4 full floors, plus a huge warehouse loaded with all kinds of furniture. Bill Gray & Sons Furniture World, Route 11, Berwick. They're open every evening till 8 p.m. and Saturdays 9 to 5. It's unbelievable. It's the best-kept secret in northeastern Pennsylvania.
What matters to you when you think of college? Outstanding faculty who are caring teachers, academic programs that meet your needs, opportunities for undergraduate research and internships. The Penn State Hazleton campus offers a wide range of programs leading to associate and baccalaureate degrees, as well as informal and certificate programs. Whether you are coming to college from high school or an adult returning to college to complete your education, Penn State Hazleton ought to be your choice. For more information, call 717-450-3142.
You're watching high school basketball playoffs on PCTN. Cars will race into turn number 1. Marcus DeShields draws his 4th personal foul. Kringy is on the bench, still being worked on over there. Drew blood, and now a timeout taken by Hazleton area. This is game 2. We hope that you enjoyed the Nanticoke Pottstown game. Our congratulations to Ken Bartuska on a great job that he turned in, and to the Nanticoke Trojans. Still one more to come here on PCTN. The Hazleton area girls and Allentown Central Catholic telecast made possible through obtaining a copy of the game from Super 2 Service Electric and given to you on your broadcast rights, granted by the PIAA. Actually, all we had to do was pay the fee, send them the check, give them the money. And they said, sure, you can have it. We're glad you're going to have an opportunity to see that one. Our congratulations to Robbie Wallace and Joe Gavio and Kathy Chaparral for the outstanding job that they have turned in this season with the Lady Cougars. The fine career of Christine Corrin coming to a close, along with senior Allison Vergeri. As you get a look at the rebounds here just in the 3rd quarter, York with the advantage. Although many of those were 2nd and 3rd shots put up there by Devin Williams, and they didn't drop.
They're trying to swarm the ball, but they can't catch up with it.
Terry has just moved up and taken a seat next to the Hazleton coaching staff and said, I'm ready, coach, put me in. Hey, put me in, coach. Hey, you know, that might turn into a song.
Hey, maybe not in this game, but it's in another one for sure. Foul away from the ball this time on a pushing off against...
We'll see who they give it to. That was in the corner. Darren Bones picks up the personal foul, his 2nd.
I've got 5 in the quarter on York.
Leisman is so quick. And now they say he's back court. And the ball will go over to York.
I think when he hit the floor, it looked like Danny was trying to call a timeout.
He's only 5'6", but can really handle the basketball. And in a game when you're getting a lot of full court press, good guy to have in there. Shot put up and missed by Kevin Harris. Gets his own rebound, drops it to Mayo. It doesn't go, but it's tipped in. And Sam Sutton will probably be credited with the basket. That's who we're going to give it to. Live. There comes Kevin Harris right back. Who wants it? Finally, Mayo. District 1 officials have a tendency to not blow the whistle. And we believe that this is a District 1 crew. And hey, that's just fine. If it works both ways, and it has. Here's Makarevich, doesn't go long, but follow up. 24 points in the ball game for the 6'1" junior, Ryan Live. He averages 11.7 and has really picked up the pace in the last couple of playoff games. They drop it out. Here's...
When you care enough to serve the very best, choose Pecora Dairy Products. Produced right on the Pecora farm, Pecora's Dairy offers a full line of first-quality dairy products. Pecora's Dairy farms 500 acres in the Cunningham Valley to custom grow the feed for their 400 dairy cows. They produce the milk right on the farm to ensure you get only the freshest product. Pecora Dairy products are available at the Pecora Dairy store just off Route 93 in Drums or at many fine stores throughout the Hazelton area. Baby Top Milk. It's so good.
Who Cares Tuesday at Ferdinand's Family Restaurant, West 15th Street in Hazelton. Every Tuesday night from 3 to 9 p.m. or later, Who Cares? Ferdinand's offers tempting Tuesday Who Cares night with a variety of specials. Have steak, seafood, chicken, whatever you want. Who cares? Take your pick of 10 delicious entrees. You get soup or salad, choice of potato or vegetable, and dessert for just $7.95. Who Cares Tuesday night only at Ferdinand's Family Restaurant, 1000 West 15th Street, Hazelton. Because nobody cares what you eat. Relax, enjoy, but don't you dare care.
You're watching high school basketball playoffs on PCTN.
It's unbelievable. What is, Diane? You won't believe it. Believe what? Bill Gray & Sons Furniture World, Route 11 in Berwick. Would you believe you can get anything you want for your home, and the prices and selections are second to none? They have been in business for over 40 years with quality furniture and the most unique accessories in 4 full floors, plus a huge warehouse loaded with all kinds of furniture. Bill Gray & Sons Furniture World, Route 11, Berwick. They're open every evening till 8 p.m. and Saturdays 9 to 5. It's unbelievable. It's the best kept secret in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Darren Bones got a layup and then came back and committed a foul. It's 50 to 35 as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter of action underway. Cougars with a 15-point lead in 7 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock. That separates them from a chance to advance to the Eastern Final.
Free throw's a big part here, Roger. 15 for 19 for the Cougars in 3 quarters.
Fans not liking that call, but it will belong to Darren Bones and the York Bearcats underneath. Devin Big House Williams back into the lineup. You know, when you try to get position on this kid all afternoon, you know you've earned your lunch money. He's 280 pounds, 6'6". From the corner for 3. Tipped around, and Kunitz finally has it for the Cougars.
Hazelton area shot 15 for 19 from the free throw line in 3 quarters. York, 6 for 19.
You get a look at the scoring by quarters.
And you see Hazelton still extended their lead there in the 3rd quarter by 2 points.
2-on-1 break for York. They drop it back to the field. She lays it in.
Pretty play.
Cougars looking for their first points of the final stanza here, and the turnover here. Jason Potton back in. Watch this unselfish play.
Steve Mayo back and finally finished off for the Bobcats.
It's the starting 5 for Hazelton area on the floor right now. Mayo puts it up. It doesn't go wide. Comes up with the basketball, and DeShields is done. His 5th personal foul. Marcus DeShields, their best player, has just picked up his 5th personal.
DeShields came into the game averaging 19 points a contest in the playoffs, 16.5 on the regular season.
9 points in the ball game for him here as he goes to the bench.
And with 6:11 to go, that's a tough road for the other York players to pick up that slack. It's also the bonus situation, and you're giving Hazelton, who shot better than 75% in the first half at 15 for 19. Now Ryan Live with a chance at 1-1.
Hazleton area has been on the line 3 times in 1-on-1 situations, and they are now 2 of 3 on the front end of 1-on-1. 26 points in the ball game for Ryan Live, half the Hazleton area scoring output. Up high between defenders to pull down the rebound, and Live will draw the foul as Sam Sutton picks up his first. Number of people making their way down to the Geigel complex here on the PCTN Motor Transportation fan bus. Glad that you've had an opportunity to see this one in person. This one was sold out. Signs on the door said no tickets available. If you don't have a ticket, go home. That's not quite literal, but pretty close. Meanwhile, Live has just scored his 27th point.
He might be getting tired of shooting fouls, Roger. That one hit the rim and had the bounce. It didn't go in directly.
13 for 13. Larry Mayo goes to the bench for a quick breather.
That's concentration. When you can shoot that kind of percentage in a full house with people in your face yelling at you right on top of the bleachers, that's concentration.
Evan Williams finally gets one to fall. 3 points in the ball game for the big guy. Tringy ahead to Live. The press was broken. 54-39. It's still a 15-point lead and 5:20 to go. Here's Tringy to the hole. Doesn't go. Williams the rebound. And they say it went off the Hazleton player's foot. Good call. Rob Makarevich hung that foot out there and it went out of bounds. And now stepping across the end line is Kevin Harris. And Hazleton area gets it right back.
Mistake on the part of Harris. Costly right here.
Coming up on the 5-minute mark, you see the story. Foul is going to be called this time on Sam Sutton. Keep in mind, we are in the bonus. Terry Tringy this time will go to the line. Pretty fair free throw shooter himself. 3 of 4 here this afternoon. He's a 1-and-1. Cougars now 3 of 5 on the front end of 1-and-1 situations. 4-3, Darren Bones. Long doesn't go. The house is there. He lays it in. Jason Cotton back on the floor for the Cougars. Less than 4:30 separate the Cougars from an opportunity to play in the Eastern Final.
And again, they're spreading it out as the defense.
Makarevich over Devin Williams.
Minute and 40 between scores for the Cougars, but they still have the halftime lead.
Good. The house tips it up and he goes. Bones took the shot. It didn't fall. Picked it up. 13-point Hazleton area lead.
looking for short passes here. Nothing that can be picked off or nothing that's going to take a funny bounce.
We were told that York does not get tired, that they are a well-conditioned team, that they will always be in your face every place you go. And as we watched that particular series, Neil Bennett, there was nobody in your face, and a little bit of fatigue beginning to show. Perhaps it's because they're 13 down. We'll be back.
What matters to you when you think of college? Outstanding faculty who are caring teachers, academic programs that meet your needs, opportunities for undergraduate research and internships. The Penn State Hazleton campus offers a wide range of programs leading to associate and baccalaureate degrees, as well as informal and certificate programs. Whether you are coming to college from high school or an adult returning to college to complete your education, Penn State Hazleton ought to be your choice. For more information, call 717-450-3142.
When you care enough to serve the very best, choose Pecora Dairy Products. Produced right on the Pecora farm, Pecora's Dairy offers a full line of first-quality dairy products. Pecora's Dairy farms 500 acres in the Cunningham Valley to custom grow the feed for their 400 dairy cows. They produce the milk right on the farm to ensure you get only the freshest product. Pecora Dairy Products are available at the Pecora Dairy Store just off Route 93 in Drums, or at many fine stores throughout the Hazleton area. Baby Top Milk. It's so good.
Sportsmanship is good citizenship in action and is to be practiced by players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Be a positive role model for our student athletes. If you can't play sports, be one. This message brought to you as a public service by the PIAA. Back to action we go, and drilling this one in is Eric Bones. The lead has been cut back to 10. 2:45 to play here in regulation. And now York has picked up the pressure a little bit. The last time down the floor, they lacked the intensity.
This is the first time they've had the lead down to 10 points since the first quarter.
Guards against guards.
Excuse me, Roger, I meant the first half. It was 4:23 to go in the half when the lead was down to 9 points.
2 minutes and a 10-point lead for the Cougars. The steal. Shabar Reynolds gets it ahead, and laying it in is Darren Bones. The lead is 8. And a timeout. This one taken by the Bearcats.
That would be their third, giving them 1 to go.
Give you another look at what happened here. There's the pick.
Pick is made by Shavar Reynolds. Reynolds gets it across court to number 13, Darren Bones.
Interscholastic athletics are the other half of education. Support your local athletic programs with your attendance. Your teams need your support. Pack the place. These people here took it literally. This message brought to you by the PIAA as a public service. Well, when PCTN stays in the Lehigh Valley, they stay at the beautiful Comfort Inn, routes 22 and 191. The Comfort Inn features 116 beautifully appointed guest rooms, a complimentary breakfast with live entertainment every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night in the Cheers Lounge. For reservations on your next Lehigh Valley trip, call 1-800-732-2500. The Comfort Inn, routes 22 and 191. Winners of the Choice Hotel Gold Award for excellence in hospitality and service. 1 minute, 49 seconds on the clock. Hazleton area, an 8-point lead. Looking for an opportunity to advance. And Jason Potton just picked up his 5th personal foul. And the pressure on the ball on the inbound pass has given an opportunity. Yep, Potton was not there. And they now say 5 personal fouls. That will bring Jason Ewer back in for the final 1 minute, 47 seconds. Steve Mayo on the line, a 59.5% free throw shooter. Nope. They say he was not shooting, and they're not in the bonus. So therefore, it will be a possession. And now coming back in, Darren Bones, and they're going to say, no, sir, you were not there in time. And so Darren Bones will have to wait until the next dead ball to come into the lineup. Dropping it off. Mayo. It's a 6-point lead. And the York fans finally come alive. And here's a steal by Mayo. And a steal by Pringy. And the foul by Kevin Harris. Action hot and heavy here in the final couple of minutes of action. Kevin Harris picks up his 3rd personal foul. Pringy will step to the free throw line where he is 3 of 5 on the night. Last time there, missed the front end of a 1-and-1.
And he'll have that 1-and-1 with 1:32 to go in the game, and the lead cut to 6 for the Cougars.
That's 2 possessions. This is a big front end here for Terry Pringy. Mr. Clutch will have the bonus. It is now a 3-possession ball game. That is significant.
Timeout, Hazleton area.
So timeout on the floor. The Cougars have extended the lead one more time to 8. It's 58-50. 1 minute, 32 left. And let's let you enjoy the Hazleton area cheerleaders. Eastern semifinals. Winner here matches up against the winner of Williamsport and Hatboro Horsham. It's the Eastern semifinals, state quarterfinals, if you should so choose. The Pack looking forward to yet another ball game. Hazleton area, if they can hang on for 1 minute and 32 seconds left and stick to an 8-point lead, they'll make the trip to the Eastern Finals.
Roger, timeouts left for the 2 teams. Hazleton area will have 2 left. York has 1 left.
Clock begins to run. We're under 1 minute and a half. York needs some quick baskets. And they don't get it here. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Williams and Mayo. The Cougars have had some difficulty on occasion getting the ball onto the floor. Once they get it onto the floor, they've had no problems in terms of breaking the press. Here we have a timeout. This one asked for by the Hazleton area Cougars.
Means 1 left for both clubs. And that pressure swarming defense of York has come in now on these out-of-bound plays. And they have really stepped up the pace since the Shields fouled out of the ball game. Their big scorer went out with 9 points. But since he went out, the defense have picked up the pace, and Williams underneath has gotten live with the scoring. You see this is the scoring for the 4th quarter. York 17, Hazleton area 8. The only quarter that the Cougars have been outscored.
The few seats that remain here at the Geigel Complex are not filled because people have opted to stand behind the end zone. But let me tell you, there aren't very many seats.
Again, York set for a man-to-man coverage. They are not covering the inbound passer.
Once you get it to Pringy and Live, you have a hard time stopping it. to play. Hazleton area with an 8-point lead. York's going to have to foul somebody. There are no good choices in that department. Many of the Hazleton area faithful rise to their feet in recognition of superb ball control, and now the foul is going to be called against Darren Boneson. Who do they send to the line? Who is this kid? Ryan Live. What's he done at the free throw line? 13 for 13. And the front end of a 1-and-1 coming here.
There are some people that in pressure situations, they go get on the bus. There are other people who step up and take the ball. And this young man is one of those that wants the ball. And there's more than one wearing a Cougar uniform.
Ryan Live with 30 points. A 10-point lead for the Hazleton area Cougars. Shot put up. And from behind, big Devin Williams with the push will pick up the personal foul. Devin Williams with 3 personals. But more important than that, Brian Kunick will step to the line where he will have a 1-and-1 situation.
And Kunick has had the big man on him all game in the last 2 games. He had to contend with Kobe Bryant the other night, and today with physically big Williams.
York from out front. Bones doesn't go. Yes, it does. Give him the 3. And a timeout on the floor with 16 seconds left. Actually, I think we had a whistle and a foul.
So we have a foul away from the ball, and the subs coming in now for York. 10 is Dantley Green, a 5'9" junior. And 11, Shavar Reynolds has been on the floor.
Kevin Harris committed the foul. Terry Tringy will go to the stripe.
And he hit that one.
Tringy with 14 points in the ball game, looking for 15. Ladies and gentlemen, you can start the motor transportation bus. It's going to run again. The Cougars are going to advance to the Eastern Finals. Less than 10 seconds. Hazleton with the basketball. Start the motor transportation bus. PCTN and Motor Transportation again will sponsor a bus to the Eastern Final, which will involve the Hazleton area Cougars. Tempers flare just a little bit. Officials quickly break it up. They're looking at the clock. They say 3 seconds left. Folks, we have no more of a clue than you do. The clock originally appeared to go to 0.
That's the ball game. It's over.
That's it. Area Cougars will play in the Eastern Final. The Hershey Kisses launched onto the court. Now, I told you to go get a pencil so you can write down this number. Go get it. Do it right now, because we're going to give you the number for the PCTN Motor Transportation Fan Bus to the Eastern Final Wednesday night at a site to be determined as we speak. The final score here, 61-50. 53. We'll give you the information when we come back.
When you care enough to serve the very best, choose Pecora Dairy Products. Produced right on the Pecora farm, Pecora's Dairy offers a full line of first-quality dairy products. Pecora's Dairy farms 500 acres in the Cunningham Valley to custom grow the feed for their 400 dairy cows. They produce the milk right on the farm to ensure you get only the freshest product. Pecora Dairy Products are available at the Pecora Dairy Store just off Route 93 in Drums or at many fine stores throughout the Hazleton area. Baby Top Milk. It's so good.
What matters to you when you think of college? Outstanding faculty who are caring teachers, academic programs that meet your needs, opportunities for undergraduate research and internships. The Penn State Hazleton campus offers a wide range of programs leading to associate and baccalaureate degrees, as well as informal and certificate programs. Whether you are coming to college from high school or an adult returning to college to complete your education, Penn State Hazleton ought to be your choice. For more information, call 717-450-3142.
Into the world of National Geographic. Rainforests, dark, sultry, alive. Remnants of huge primordial wilderness, home to nearly half of all the world's plant and animal species. Will these rare and exotic creatures survive? Journey into Costa Rica as we explore the mysteries of the rainforest on the world of National Geographic.
We told you to start the bus. Here's the number, 455-1221. Write it down now, because PCTN and Motor Transportation will be sponsoring another fan bus to the Eastern Final, site yet to be determined. We will tell you that we will make every possible effort, no guarantees, but every possible effort to bring you the ball game. Right now, you call 455-1221 first thing tomorrow morning. That is Tuesday morning. Please, Tuesday morning, do not call this number for tickets alone, but that number will get you your seat on the bus and your ticket to the game. Hey, is this exciting or what? We're going to move on. The Cougars, that is, and they will play in the Eastern Final. We want to say thanks for tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed this one. 61-53 the final, an opportunity for us to tell you when PCTN stays in the Lehigh Valley. They stay at the beautiful Comfort Inn, routes 22 and 191. The Comfort Inn features 116 beautifully appointed guest rooms, a complimentary breakfast with live entertainment every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night in the Cheers Lounge. For reservations on your next Lehigh Valley trip, call 1-800-732-2500. The Comfort Inn, routes 22 and 191, winners of the Choice Hotel Gold Award for excellence in hospitality and service. 61-53 the final. The Hazleton area Cougars move on and advance. Eastern Final is next. A reminder to you to stay tuned. Immediately coming up after this telecast, the Hazleton area girls versus Allentown Central Catholic.